Namaste, my beauties. I'm so happy to be here with you today for this session about the crown chakra. We're going to dive deep today. We're going to talk about what enlightenment really is. We're going to do an assessment so you can find out whether your crown chakra is over or underactive. And I'm going to share tips, tricks, and practices with you so that you can balance your crown chakra to experience and embody higher consciousness. Great. So everybody on the recording, welcome, welcome. Please let me know how you're doing in the comments. And hi to everyone who is joining me here live. How are you doing today? Some of you are already joining me. That's wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm really looking forward to this session. Let me know in the comments if you're here. Say hi to me. Let me know what you're excited about learning in the session. Let me know if you have any questions already concerning your crown chakra. And I look forward to get started. Hello, shining my crown, aligning my crown chakra. Ooh, I love that. Hi, Empresa. Hi, Crystal. You are so welcome. It is my pleasure. It's always a pleasure being here with you, beauties. Especially talking about the chakras because, they're just such amazing tools for transformation, you know. It's just like we have direct access to our energetic system that is just so powerful. And this whole year I've been guiding you through all the chakras, and this is the 7th and last session, so I'm really excited and look forward to diving into this. So yeah, let's get to it. The 7th chakra, or the crown chakra, is also called Sahasrara in Sanskrit, and it is located at the top of the head. And I've talked a lot about the chakra system in general in the other sessions. Just a little quick recap. We have 7 main chakras located along the spine, and they start in the root chakra is the first one. So start at the base of the spine and then they go up all the way to the top of the head. And what we need to do is clear energy that is stuck in the chakras. So the chakras are responsible for generating a specific kind of energy that we need, and for letting the energy pass smoothly from the lowest chakra all the way up to the highest chakra. Okay, and the problem is that as we go through life, our chakras tend to get blocked. There tend to be imbalances in all of the 7 chakras, and this is why some of our chakras end up being underactive while others are overactive, and that's the recipe for a big mess. And the problem is that most of us don't really know how our energetic system works, and so we can't really shield ourselves from things that will mess with our chakras. So it's really important that we set out to consciously realigning them and balancing them. Because whatever is happening in our lives, whatever you're experiencing in the physical and the 3D, it has its roots on an energetic basis, right? So it's almost always more helpful to start there with the energy of our problems instead of trying to solve our problems with action alone. That hardly ever helps. Good. So let me know if you have questions about this. This was a very short recap since we've been at this for a while in here. But if you have questions about the chakra system, please do let me know. And Prisa, you're saying I've been super aware, focused on my solar plexus and heart chakra. So I'm excited to see how it will feel to spend time in my third eye and crown chakra again. Great. I love that. I hope you watched the other introductions that I did. If you haven't, let me know. I can tag you in them. Good, so let's dive in with Sahasrara, the crown chakra. So like we said, it is located at the top of the head, and this is where we connect to the rest of the universe. Our crown chakra is the gateway to our personal connection to spirit. It's from here that we find the answer to the most important question in life. Who am I? Beyond my job, my relationships, my home, my goals, who am I? It's the connection point to our highest self, the soul level, consciousness, and bliss. This is where we connect to everyone and everything else in the universe and experience union, which is what the word yoga means. And that is the supreme goal of yoga, that our energy rises all the way from the first to the seventh chakra so that we can experience this union, so that we can experience enlightenment. So what does enlightenment mean? What does it mean to you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how you define enlightenment. Now, like I just said, we could just say that enlightenment is this union, right, of us with everything else. But I like to be a little more precise with how I define it, and I look forward to hearing how you define it. So to me, enlightenment means finding or embodying, creating heaven on earth. It means fully embodying our higher selves, consciously living the sacred union between Mother Earth and Father Sky that we are. It means having strong roots, loving our bodies, living from the heart with calm, peaceful minds, and letting divine guidance and inspiration run through us to understand, live, and embody our soul's purpose and our reason for incarnating in this lifetime. That's what it means to me. And this is what we get to when all of our chakras are balanced. So let's see what happens when that is not the case. What happens when our crown chakra is underactive or overactive. Let's see what that looks like. Now, if your crown chakra is underactive, then you might feel isolated and alone. You might also find it difficult to meditate or pray. You might generally feel uninspired in life. You might be overly concerned with material concerns. You might struggle with overweight. You might not have found your purpose in life yet, or you might not be living that purpose yet. So who feels spoken to here? Not all of these will be true for you, obviously, but if 3 or more ring true, then you know that you have an underactive crown chakra. So who recognizes themselves here? Do let me know in the comments if this rings true. Now, if this is you, if your crown chakra is underactive, then here are some practical tips and tricks for you. The first one is make finding your purpose a priority. Okay, life is ultimately all about the journey of our souls. Your soul is what will go on after this life. This is the essence of it all. So make finding and living your purpose your priority in life, because this is what you came for. And if this is something that you struggle with, then, I mean specifically like getting crystal clear on why you are here and how to manifest that purpose into actual work, then definitely sign up for the next round of my famous 5-day life challenge for aspiring healers, where you can connect to your higher self to get the clarity you need. And also, another thing that I really recommend is connecting to people who are on the same spiritual path that you are on. I hear that so much from my apprentices, that it's one of the best things ever to finally have this circle of women who really understand what you're going through, what your life is like, what your truth is. And normally we don't have that so much in our daily lives. So really make it make it an intention to connect to people who really do get it, who are on the same spiritual path. Finding your soul sister, your soul tribe. This is really essential for feeling connected and understood, and it will enable you to grow in leaps and bounds with ease and with grace and with fun. And this is really why I love my apprentices and transformation members so much, because we're all a family, and connecting authentically from the heart with each other in our life session and rituals is just so nourishing for everyone. There's just no words for how important it is to be surrounded by like-minded people or like-soul people. It will really make living your purpose and experiencing abundance in all areas of your life so much easier. And also use this women's circle right here. There's so many amazing women to connect with. And if you don't have a supporting sister in this circle yet, then write your own post. Introduce yourself and ask who would like to pair up with you to hold you lovingly accountable to your intentions and goals and projects. And you can do the same for her. It gets a lot easier to actually do what we set out to do when we have that kind of support. Now, what's also a beautiful thing to do if you have an underactive crown chakra is experiment with different kinds of meditations and find what works for you. There's like 1,000 different ways to meditate, right? And I can guarantee that there is going to be one that will work for you. Like my go-to would be connecting to Father Sky. I share how that works in the Shamanic Chakra Healing for Abundance. You know, just connecting to a wide open sky outdoors, becoming still in its presence, that's already a great start. And adding the shamanic drum to my meditations has really helped many of my clients to learn how to meditate and also how to undergo shamanic journeys. The drum reminds us of our mother's heartbeat in the womb, so it's really like tricking the mind into silence. Which is beautiful. So you can experiment with that yourself by finding a drum tape on YouTube and meditating while listening to it, or drumming for yourself if you have a drum, and just becoming present with yourself and feeling into your connection with the universe. A word of caution here, just don't go for any of the shamanic journeys that you might find on YouTube, the guided ones, because that might be dangerous. Because an opening might happen too suddenly for your system, and then you'll invite in negative energies, which I see all the time in the healing sessions I do. And these kinds of negative energies are abundant at the moment. So please take care and only learn journeying with expert guidance and step by step. Good. Another really important bit of advice here if your crown chakra is underactive. If you haven't worked through the other 6 chakras yet, step by step, then it's normal that you might be blocked here. They all influence each other, and it's not a great idea to open up the 7th chakra if you haven't created a great grounding in your 3 lower chakras yet, as you might end up spaced out, and also you might just struggle to make it happen. So start with the root chakra, go up step by step. I take you chakra by chakra in the Shamanic Chakra Healing series for abundance that is starting in just a few days. And I really hope that many of you are going to join me for it, because it's like so affordable, and it will be so much fun. I really look forward to spending the last 7 weeks of 2020 with you in this way, up leveling our abundance. Now let me know if these tips were helpful. And if you have questions, also please let me know in the comments before we move on to what it looks like when you have an overactive crown chakra, which might also be the case for many of you here. I love what you're saying, Impressa. Like, enlightenment is a feeling. That's what I feel when I'm living in the belief that all are one and one are all. Embodiment and peace. I love that so much. Yes, you can definitely say that it is a feeling of oneness. That's beautiful. Good. So what does it look like when the crown chakra is too active? Then you might find it challenging to integrate your spiritual beliefs into your daily life because you're always up here and you can't get down there long enough to actually manifest something, right? Your inside and outside world might look very different and you might feel split in half. And for the same reason, you might also experience financial problems. Your spirituality might also work like an addiction for you, a way of escaping the manifested dimensions of life, which might trigger you into anger or sadness, right? So whenever you live too much in the 3D, you feel angry and sad, and you feel like the world shouldn't be this way. It's also a sign of an overactive crown chakra. You might also feel disassociated from your physical body and fail to look after your physical needs. Like you might forget to eat properly, you might neglect your comforts, and you might also consciously or unconsciously resent being incarnated and dream of being free from the problems of the 3D. Now, who does this resonate with? Who can see themselves in that description? Now, that was totally me a few years ago when I was a light eater and I just lived on water and yoga basically. And it was bliss. Like, I've never been that happy probably, but there was no balance in my life. I really hardly touched the ground with my feet anymore. So whenever I had to really interact with the physical plane, mostly through work, then I would just get sick. I also had 3 near-death experiences during that time. And in one of those, I was asked whether I wanted to stay or to go. And I just had this overwhelming feeling that I was supposed to be a mother. So I stayed, and a few months later, I was pregnant. And then I started eating again, and I also started my shamanic training, which provided me with the grounding that I needed. Now, my spirituality is much more balanced since, and I really feel like I belong in both worlds now. Shamanism has really helped me to embrace and appreciate the 3D and create comfort and pleasure and wealth for my physical self, which I'm really grateful for. Charlotte, maybe a little bit overactive. Welcome to the session, dear. Yeah, there you go. I think many of you might be overactive. Now, if this is you, here's what you can do. Grounding is really important here, okay? So you can use any practice that connects you to Mother Earth for this. That's what I do. That's just really important. Then you should also, which is connected to that, right? Make it a priority to go outside and interact with the elements. Walk on the earth consciously, barefoot if possible. Bathe in the sea or in the lakes and rivers. Lie down on the grass, make a fire outdoors, stand in the rain. Really involve your senses and nature. And also pamper and pleasure your body. For example, with yoga practices, right? With asana, with pranayama, with working with your breath, with massages, with baths. All sensual and sexual experiences are really great for you. Everything that you can do to really appreciate the body and what we can experience through it. What might also be a great way for you, which I've just been doing, is upgrading your home. You should see this place right now. Like, I've got so many more things. Like, I'm really a minimalist and I love it this way. I don't like to own anything that I don't absolutely need or love. But there's also this part where you want to make your surroundings sacred. And that's what I've been really neglecting. And on this retreat I went to recently in Malta, I came into this house that the woman who was looking after me was this house of hers, and every corner there was something beautiful that had meaning, and I realized that I completely forget to do that in my space. So I've been upgrading my home lately, making it more comfortable, inviting in more flower beings, and so that might also be something that you want to look into if you have an overactive crown chakra. Another thing that you can do is create a money ritual for yourself that involves objects, like a money tree. I love growing money trees. It's so much fun. And it can also involve coins, right? It can involve like something special that you wear or special jewelry. Really get creative with this. I share many of my personal money rituals with you in the shamanic chakra healing for abundance, which really helped me grow my business from barely scraping a living to highly profitable within weeks, literally. I hope that many of you are gonna join me for it. Well, many of you have already joined, but for those of you who haven't, I really look forward to welcoming you into the circle. Good. So let me know if these ideas are helpful before I share a practice with you that you can do whether your crown chakra is overactive or underactive. So, balancing your crown chakra will help you to reconnect with your divine essence and open you to the universal wisdom that we are all connected to always through our inner knowing, at the same time as remaining grounded in the 3D physical. It will help you to understand your soul's purpose and journey and honor that in your life and work so that you can share your inner riches with the world and in return earn a great living. So who feels like working on the crown chakra is key for you at this point in your life? I definitely feel like it is for many, many, many of us. The international crisis that's happening at the moment, that is really like such a great metaphor for what's going on energetically, right? So many people have root chakra issues, which makes them feel afraid for their physical health and well-being. And if they had that connection to the crown chakra, if that were more open, they would just realize their divine selves, and that would create ease in the root chakra as well. So these are really all connected. So I feel that those two are really the most important ones that we should concern ourselves with at the moment. And like I said, you need to start with the root chakra and work your way up so you really end up balanced. So here's a general practice that you could use whether your crown chakra is overactive or underactive. Now, as you do your yoga practice, it doesn't matter whether it is an asana or a pranayama or a meditation practice, focus your mind on the top of your head as you move or breathe, and just see a ball of bright white light here. And imagine it glowing brightly, but not too brightly, and evenly. That's really important. And just see it turning. The chakras are energy wheels, right? So see it turning. So once you focus on that and you see this light as dim, if your crown chakra is underactive, then focus your energy on increasing the light as you move and breathe, really drawing in more light into your crown chakra, letting it flow into your system from Father Sky. If you, on the other hand, see this light as blindingly bright as you start, if it is overactive, then focus your energy on releasing some of that energy to wherever else it might be needed. Okay, you can either direct it somewhere into your own body where it is needed, or you can direct it out there in the world. A little more enlightenment would be really good for our societies, don't you agree? So this is also a beautiful way to give back. If you have an overactive crown chakra, give some of that energy to those around you. Good. Any questions at this point? Any sharings? What do you resonate with? What can you take with you from the session? Now, I already talked about this at the end of last year, that 2020 is all about stepping into our purpose. This year is calling us out of our comfort zones to embrace a bigger and brighter version of ourselves. The energies of this year call us to rise up and embrace our soul missions. We haven't come here to struggle and strive, nor to indulge in mindless pleasures. We have come here to embody our higher selves, to bring light and love and healing to the world, to offer our innate gifts and our innate knowing to others, to be of service. And this is why people are losing their jobs. This is why we are exposed to sickness at the moment. We are challenged to make a decision between fear and love. We have the choice to make excuses and feel like victims in this situation, or we can practice acceptance of what is, while at the same time consciously creating a better future for ourselves and our families and friends and communities. And yes, that takes courage, but I know that you have it. We are called to step up and step into our calling as light leaders. And while I know that it is possible to do all of this with next to no money, because I've done it, I also know that it is a lot easier with money. Now, this whole year, what I've heard from you all constantly in this circle is that money is short. So I've decided to help you with an amazing offering that is extremely affordable, while also being a super powerful catalyst for change in the abundance that you experience. So I invite you all to join me for a shamanic chakra healing for abundance, so that we can spend the last 7 weeks of this year together, growing in prosperity, up-leveling our health and happiness at the same time as we share and have fun together as women. The thing is that you are not dependent on the economy that you live in. You are a powerful being of light in a body, and if only you learn how to, you can direct an unlimited flow of money your way. You know, no matter your circumstances at the moment, things can change like that. The universe fully supports abundance. Look at the millions of stars in the sky. Look at the wide ocean. Look at the thousands of leaves on the trees and the trillions of insects on the ground. Life is abundant, right? And it can be for you if you let it. The problem is that we've learned to push money and magic away since we were little. We've forgotten our inherent, unlimited nature and our innate worthiness. And it's really time to reclaim it. So all you need to do is learn how to balance your chakras, your energy hubs, and you'll not only experience more abundance, but literally every area in your life is going to benefit from this. Okay? If you join us now until the 11th, you can do it. We can do it together, right? I'm going to go through the series again because there's always a next level of abundance. And you even get a minus 50% discount on the already super low investment, just for writing me a testimonial in exchange at the end. Okay? I'm really doing the best I can here to help you, but you need to take the first step and sign up. God helps those who help themselves, and it really is true. So click the link now, it's in the description, and I'm gonna pop it once more for you into the comments as well. Good. There we go. Many of you have already signed up. I'm so excited to get started next week, and I can't wait to see who else is gonna join us for this amazing time together. Charlotte, you're saying, it has always been a big problem in my life. One of the reasons to eat heavy foods has always been the fear of drifting off. I know this one. Actually, for many, many years, whenever I could, I had really heavy shoes on. I had forgotten all about this. Thank you for reminding me. Grounding will be on top of my list from now on. I love hearing that. I can really, really resonate with that. For me, it's the same thing. Like I literally just drift away if I don't take care. So I have really, really active crown chakra. So I always need to focus on my lower chakras a lot more than on the higher ones. And yeah, it's great if we know how to do that. And doing that, focusing especially on my root chakra and sacral chakra, this is really what shifted my abundance this year. It's really that, because I already had an amazing strategy for my business. I was already doing everything I'm doing now, but I wasn't there energetically. And then no strategy in the world is going to get you there. You need to know that you deserve it, and you need to know how to call it in. You really need to know how to work with your energy, and understanding how that works, that's going to serve you your whole life. So I hope you're going to join us for this amazing expansion adventure for more abundance. And I look forward to hearing more from you in the comments and to have you join us in our private group for the shamanic chakra healing. Mwah. Lots of love to all of you, and bye for now.